did level up already, didn't I? I didn't get a talent though, so. Next point will be at level 17. Okay. What level am I at right now? 16. Just give me... It does do +1, so okay. So I just need to level up one more time. And then I can break into the barracks, because I can't find a key. I didn't ever try to find a key, but...
Hello, Scott. My captain told me that she wanted to see you.
Is it related to you? Are you sick?
No. Not that I know of. She didn't tell me why.
Oh, well, should I take my pouch then? It's an important question. I should still take it, though, but it's a little heavy. All right, I'm leaving without it.
Pick up.
I got a problem with going through your friend's things. I hope whatever you're looking for, it's worth it.
I'm trying to find information about the past. It's personal, okay?
Forget it. You couldn't understand. The officers, they aren't like us. They're above all that.
Okay then. Tell Amelia what you found. And Scott apparently has another quest for me.
Hello, Mancer.
Hello. I found some of your father.
I knew it. Tell me.
Most of the correspondence was friendly. They were very close. However, there was some tension between them over time. Some letters gloss over an
She's just gonna stay kneeled down the entire time.
What surprised me the most is when your father talks about a boy who was actually Scott's son. The last letter I found is a bit bizarre. I didn't really understand what he meant.
What did he mean? Do you remember?
Your dad begged Scott to stop the madness, warning that his wife's divorce was only the beginning of what he would lose if he couldn't face the truth. That it was too late for his son. He seemed to think Scott was on the verge of self-destruction.
It's
Scott is
very
crazy.
mysterious. Scott, a son. Did you know?
No, he never told me about him. He obviously lost him. No doubt it's still a touchy subject.
We have to find out what this is all about. You have to ask his wife. Did my father really mean to interfere in his family drama?
That's awkward. Find Scott's ex-wife. Well, I'm gonna go see if Scott is actually back home. Or back in his lab, clinic, whatever you want to call it. Nope, he's not back yet. I thought there was another quest up here somewhere. There was though, wasn't there? I guess not. And I'm running into a lamppost again.
Good day.
Oh god, it's this lady again. What does a raider's mask look like? Oh god. That is actually terrifying. Keep the miner's helmet on. I'll give it to the next companion that I get. Scott's ex-wife.
I'm sorry to... You Angela Seeker, Scott's wife?
Ex-wife? What did the drunk do this time?
Nothing bad. He's a friend.
A friend? Ah. Right.
Just looking for some information on one of his friends. Mark. And your son.
Get out. Get out! What right do you have coming around digging up the past?
Just a question. Trying to understand the problem, try to convince her. Offer serum. Like, why would you offer serum to somebody to talk about their dead son? Not, or just cash, I should say, not serum. Try to convince
I'm
her.
not here to make you relive your pain. And I'm sorry if that's what it looks like, but I'm here for Mark's daughter. She sent me to try to figure out what happened to her father.
The poor girl. Hard enough to lose things when you're old enough to understand. She was just a girl when Mark disappeared. If resurrecting my pain can help ease hers. I loved our son. Scott did too. But he was never around. He was too lost in his research, lost in the dream of making the discovery of the century, of becoming a hero in abundance. Then, one day, our son started to show signs of mutation.
Oh, your
When
son's a
Scott noticed
mutant.
them, he lost it. He tried to hide him as he desperately dove back into his research to find a cure. With Scott gone all the time, I turned to Mark for a shoulder to cry on. Told him what was going on. So Mark tried to reason with Scott. But you could never reason with him. He always thought he knew more. Then our son was arrested and Scott and Mark just took off on some crazy expedition. Left me alone to deal with it all. So I filed for divorce. I was alone anyway. Then they came back with nothing to show for all the damn time they were gone. But that didn't stop Scott. No, he just dove deeper.
It shouldn't have been 2 sentences.
And when Mark disappeared,
Then they came back, period, with nothing to show for all the damn time they were gone, period.
so tell Amelia,
Should have been 1 sentence with a
it was
comma in between.
Scott's incessant need to be right, to be a hero, that undoubtedly cost her father his life, and that's it. That's all I know.
Tell Amelia what you've learned.
Hell, I can feel for what the old man's been through. I've known some folks myself who went through the same thing. Terrible. Breaks couples up, you know. Stress of never being able to have kids again.
Why never again?
Because they sterilize families who've had a mutant to make sure they don't have no more.
It's sad, but it's the only way to protect our own kind. At least now I understand why the professor's so, you know.
Are you saying he's weird because he's sterilized? Because they cut his balls? That's not how that works, Jeffrey.
Hello, Mancer.
Hello. I talked to Scott's ex-wife.
So, what did she say?
It's an awful story. Her son. Anyway, their son was struck by mutation. They took him away from them, of course, but it made Scott go crazy, and he was convinced that he could find a remedy. He asked for your father's help, so they left together, and were gone for a long time. Their exploration apparently didn't lead to anything concrete for the boy, and Scott descended into madness. And then one day, Mark left. His ex thinks that it was to bring back something useful for his research, and he never came back.
See, I knew Scott was crazy.
So my father's disappearance is related to that poor kid? It's really awful what they must have gone through. That explains a lot about why he's so crazy, and also why he behaves as if we were his kids. Thank you, Zach. That doesn't answer all my questions, far from it. But I have a better grasp of what happened. My father disappeared by helping his best friend, who was going through a rough patch and wanted to heal his child. It's a sad but beautiful story, isn't it?
It's a very lame story if you think about it,
this.
actually.
Thank you again.
Can compliment her.
You're not like other girls, are you?
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Or are you being a wise ass?
Jesus. Career, her temper, the way she speaks.
You just don't talk like the rest.
I drive a Rover. I don't sit around sipping brightly colored drinks with brainiacs talking about the philosophies of life. You don't like the way I talk? Take a number and shove it up your educated ass.
It's not what I meant.
Any one of them uppity shits and put them in a Rover, driving through sandstorms and seeing crazy shit every fucking day, and tell me they won't start talking a little more colorfully.
Easy, killer. I'm not judging you. Doesn't bother me. I was just saying.
You were a fucking rogue before, so unless the army made you soft and... Sorry. Just a little defensive. Hear that shit a lot.
No more compliments for Amelia. She'd cry easy. I gotta go talk to the merchants now. Right? Maybe. I gotta go talk to Captain Eliza. Oh yeah, I'm in the slums right now. I thought I was I thought it was in the exchange part. Don't know why I thought that. Thought it was on the upper levels. Does this guy have anything good to sell? I need more, like, crafting plans.
Hello?
Hello.
Nope. Okay. Yeah, should have taken the other way.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Yes, I am. The attack of the Shadow Path on Aurora.
All Aurora tunnels were destroyed. If they're gonna get back into the city, they'll have to come up with another way.
I knew you wouldn't let me down, Lieutenant. Find Ryan and get your pay. It was well earned. Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a habit, Lieutenant. His problems aren't you.
Of course.
I'll go see him right now. Okay, gotta go see Ian now. I think that's like the third time she said that to me. Don't let this become
Lieutenant.
Captain
habit.
Eliza told me to come.
Indeed, I've been expecting...
Why not just call her Eliza? Oh, I need more metal for that. Yeah, the gloves don't change their appearance when you upgrade them. Level 1 armor piercing? Ooh, armor piercing, that would be really good. Still can't break into that yet. And by that, I mean the armory. So we're gonna go this way. I really don't need to see this scene every time.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always.
Port on the digs on
I
Aurora.
returned, Great Master, with the relic from the Aurora evacuation. It's a tablet filled with text, and I don't have a clue how to decipher it.
A glorious day. You have no idea what this means, Zachariah. The language is indeed difficult, and most no longer have the knowledge or ability to understand it. Most, but not me. I will begin deciphering.
What a
it.
coincidence.
We will know soon enough the vast wealth of secrets it holds. Jean was certainly right in his appraisal of you. Your worth has
Call him
already
Jean.
proven to be infinitely valuable. A word of warning, Zachariah. Words spreading about your missions. Things you've been able to accomplish. Filled with troubling details that imply you have a mole in your midst. If there is an ASC spy amongst your ranks, he will not only know our secret, but eventually share it back to his master. We will, in no uncertain terms, be lost. All will be lost. So take care. And take care of it. Sooner rather than later.
Is it David?
Thank you for the warning.
I hope it's David.
I assure you, I will get to the root of this.
Can it be David?
Are you so sure that it's a spy?
Indeed. The details of your mission were so specific that they were assuredly gained firsthand. So unless you are spreading the information yourself, who...
I really hope it's David. Why is he wearing a welder's mask if he's just sweeping? Oh yes, my I think it's Technomancer pants. In here. Technomancer's pants, yep. Power 2. And I need 3 pieces of metal. Awesome. One piece of metal. And just one piece of metal. Actually, get rid of the staff. Metal debris and metal components, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I got the same gloves that I just bought. That's stupid. Okay, I'm gonna put the Technomancer pants back in here then. There we go. Wait until night. Because that's what I gotta do. Is he literally just gonna sit on the edge of his bed until nighttime? I'm supposed to wait till nighttime, right? Dusk.
Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking.
Of course.
God damn it. It's not dawn, it's from dawn till dusk, so it's twilight is dusk. So I slept full day away. Yep.
Gotta find that spy. Maybe I should ask around.
Because that's the first thing you want to do.